Hello, welcome to another episode of Professor Snyder's. It's me, Music Biz News. I wasn't familiar with the artist Grimes, and it wasn't until I noticed her offer that anybody could use her AI generated voice to release a song. It wasn't until then, looking into this, that I found that she also is the mother of the young man who was crawling around the Oval Office in that famous Elon Musk press conference that they had there a couple of weeks ago. She and Musk have had 3 kids together, and they are no longer together. But anyway, her real name is Claire Elise Boucher, I think is how you say it. And she's professionally known as Grime. She's a Canadian musician, singer, songwriter, and record producer. Her lyrics often touch on science fiction and feminist themes. The visuals in her videos are elaborate and sometimes have fantasy themes. She has released 5 albums. Her 2012 album, Visions, received the Canadian Music Industry Juno Award for Electronic Album of the Year. She's been pretty successful doing a lot of things. She's done soundtracks for movies. She was in a video with Doja Cat. She was on a Saturday Night Live episode, the same one that Musk was on. In early May of 2023, Grimes, the elven, extremely online singer and tech enthusiast, made headlines by announcing that she'd allow anyone to use her voice to make a song using generative AI. And not only that, she'd split any resulting royalties 50-50. She said, "Same deal as I would any artist I collaborate with. Feel free to use my voice without penalty." Users can submit their tracks to Grimes' team for sign-off and to be properly registered and distributed to the streaming services. They also might be featured on the official Grimes AI Spotify playlist by doing so. Pundits gnashed their teeth about the forthcoming onslaught of these software-created tunes and bemoaned a future where anyone could capitalize on a prominent artist's voice or style. Could anyone become a hitmaker on the backs of established musicians? More than 300 songs featuring Grimes AI have been submitted for distribution, according to the New York Times, and this was only 3 months after she had announced it back in May of 2023. So I don't know how many she has available now, how many people have actually used her voice to release a song. Many have made it onto Spotify and started accruing royalties. In 2024, she was honored at the Time 100 AI Impact Awards in Dubai for her role in shaping the present and future of the technology. While many other artists are terrified of AI and its potential to replace them, Grimes has embraced the technology, even releasing an AI tool allowing people to sing through her voice. In an interview, she was asked, "There's been so much cool, groundbreaking AI art, but there's also been a ton of AI slop. Do you think that is going to be a persistent problem?" And she replied, "I think AI slop is great. I think culturally it's a good thing that it happened because one of the things that drove people to start really caring about artists again in 2024 was the AI slop. I think everything happens for a reason." And this is a pretty interesting angle on the effect AI is having on the music industry, and that there is so much just bland music created by AI that people are starting to seek out and are desperate for the human connection again. So maybe this is a good thing. It's an interesting take. Elf Tech, which is her AI site, doesn't address labels' very real concerns over tech companies training their models on the hard work and creativity of artists, beyond the more identifiable direct use of their voices. But it does give us a window into how labels might fare if they do empower fans to produce their own work using a star musician's voice. So far, the threat appears minimal. In Nashville, there are vocalists, singers, who make their living not by becoming the primary artist, although some go on to do that, but they can imitate other artists. And so songwriters would hire them to come in and record a song in the way, say, for instance, if I was going to pitch a song to Dolly Parton, I would have somebody who come in and sing it like Dolly Parton would, so that when I pitched the song to her, to Dolly Parton or her manager, whomever, they would be able to hear what the song would sound like if Dolly Parton sang it. But now, will artists instead, or maybe even the record labels that owns all the artists' sound recordings, begin to, instead of using humans, actually use the sound of the artists themselves? Will they begin to rent out, basically, the sounds of their voice, of their artist, for a cut of the royalties, like Grimes is? And could I, in the future, release a song that I pay Prince's family to make it sound like Prince sang my song, and release that? We saw the unsanctioned use of deep fake vocals, if you want to call it that, when Universal Music had the streamers all take down the song Heart on My Sleeve, which was a deep fake of Drake and The Weeknd. Drake and The Weeknd didn't actually sing it, but it got a lot of publicity, the song did, because everybody thought it was them because it was deep faked voices. So what do you think? Are we in a if you can't beat them, join them moment in the music industry? Thanks for watching, and here's a little sample of Grimes' voice, so just in case you're considering having her sing your next big song.